Hello, rock and rollers, and welcome to my channel. Whether you are a new viewer or someone who has been following me for the short period of time that I've been here in my purpose work, I'm Izzy, your soul energy alchemist, and I'm here to help you embrace your IZ-NESS. In today's video, I'm going to shift gears a little bit and, take a step back from all the inner work you amazing souls have been doing and just be and luxuriate in the moment. For the past 2 weeks, I have been nursing a concussion. My mother was taken to the ER. I was ghosted by a man who I was sure was into me, and I had numerous tech issues that I had to address. But all is well now. Without mincing words, it was a shit show to say the least. This kind of stuff can mess with your mojo. One hit after the other can have you caught up in the chaos of your mind and really lose sight of your progress and how much you have aligned with your soul. But nevertheless, you still may fall into a depression, react to everything in a negative way, and even withdraw a bit from the world around you. So what? These types of human experiences can, be a real trigger in your life. As they bring upon a slew of emotions, from anger, frustration, and heartache to feelings of powerlessness, imposition, and sheer annoyance. But the reason why these things occur is to level you up, to show you where you need to love yourself so you can remember who you have always been and not who you believe you are as the ego personality. The work is where the pain is, and feeling your feelings first is where you begin. Because those emotions are your guide, showing you. But fret not, my pet, as emotions are the dense gunk of the 3D fear-based realm. And you are not your body or your mind. You, my friend, are a soul. A perfect, whole, and complete one at that. And it is in these very moments that you need to remind yourself who the fluck you are. It takes all I got to refrain from dropping F-bombs, so appreciate that. So instead, you want to observe what comes in, accept it as it is, and watch it pass like clouds in your mind's sky. See, the universe doesn't hear words. It only understands vibration. And the more you vibrate from your higher self, the more you will alchemize old behaviors and conditioning that, have been rooted into your DNA for generations, which will naturally become the reflection you witness as your reality, okay? Now, I did a video last week of letting go, entitled 3 Signs You Are Not Letting Go of the Outcome. And I'll link it below. But I also want to express the importance of letting things be as they are, to observe what is happening without needing to change it or manipulate it into what you prefer, as this only creates more of what you don't actually want. By letting things be, we give others permission to exist as they are. And in turn, you are creating a new pattern that redirects your focus away from the external and onto the internal, allowing for all that is already yours to materialize. Now, this doesn't mean you never experience headaches. You will always revisit that fear, which has not been transmuted into love just yet. For me, the concussion forced me to slow down and be present, especially from making videos and the pressure I was feeling to perform and succeed, trying to serve, trying to be of service. It really gave me an out from all the doing and the guilt of affording myself personal time. As for my mother, her, being rushed to the hospital in an ambulance for, say, the 20th time over the past decade, which usually turns out to be nothing, does ignite my old wounds. There is this genuine love and care for her, but when she is in a weak frame of mind and becomes childlike, where she cannot take control of herself or her emotions, she relies on constant reassurance and enabling so she doesn't have to show up. Now, my inner child surfaces like nothing else. And I have to get back to center before I impulsively back away or go, tough love on her. Whenever I am put in a position to be the parent to my parent. Thankfully, she is fine. And I'm blessed that she, does have continuous care. We are a work in progress, but my awakening has changed our dynamic 180 degrees. And I've been able to love her and see her for who she is. Now, the tech issues, they give me so much power. Granted, in the moment, I'm cursing like a sailor, but it always works out. And I've learned a ton about myself and computers. I can't even explain the amount of pride I feel when I figure it out on my own. My comprehension challenges, turn me off to anything that requires learning unfamiliar, complicated content, especially as a visual learner. I thrive in classrooms when there is an instructor who can answer my questions real time. And as far as that guy I mentioned before, well, this was a gift in disguise. It led me on a journey that went much deeper than I was prepared for. His sudden retreat woke up my issues of abandonment and feelings of not being chosen. In the moment, my first instinct was to ask him what was going on, pushing my energy on to him. But I didn't. As an energy worker, I knew not to chase him. I was aware that although this experience was about what I had subconsciously cultivated over my lifetime, his actions were his problem and not a reflection of my worth. So I had to journey into why this was still affecting me at the degree it still did. Let it be and focus on myself. My awareness of what this was showing me led me to dive into deep breath work, which stirred up my dormant stuff like an archaeological dig. Yowza. Breath work is a fast track to excavation. I spent days contemplating everything, believing that all the work I did amounted to freaking nothing. Am I still where I was 7 years ago? Is this a joke? However, after a day or two, I knew I had to pull it together and tap back in. Observe your thoughts, Izzy, okay? So I took a breather, and I knew that this thinking was far from accurate. I've come so far, and the ability to separate myself as the soul from what was occurring in my outer world as my ego gave me the confirmation that I have become a spiritual badass with the ability to use my energy in ways that now serve me, instead of dealing it out like a deck of cards to anyone who is willing to sit at the table. And so what would once have taken me out for months over a very insignificant amount of time with someone was now felt and pushed out, unattached from any outcome or what it was I actually desired with this person. And you, my friends, are all of that in a bag of chips. Preferably, sour cream and onion or chips and guac. I'll take either one. But seriously, what you want wants you. And when you prioritize your needs and give yourself the love and nurturing you deserve, the inner shift you experience will blow your freaking mind. And you are worth everything that resides in your heart. You just forgot who you are. My final words for you in this pep talk of a video is for you to move in this world like you own it, authentically, uniquely, and loudly, without apologies. And by keeping your energy in your own frame when relating to others, you'll respond rather than react to your environment with pure intention and unconditional love. So, stand tall, keep your head up, and remind yourself exactly who the fuck you are. Okay, guys, that's a wrap. If you dig my vibe, please like and subscribe so we can light the path for all of us. So, until next time, I thank you so very much. Namaste.